Okay, so people ask me all the time about how to groom a Labradoodle. I have a particular way that I like, and people seem to like it, so I'm just going to tell you what I do. I just groomed this puppy. She's a little young for a groom, but it's good for educational purpose anyway because she's small, and I can show you what I did. What I usually do is I will start with a number 3 or a number 4. With her, I used a number 4, which is a little bit shorter. You don't want to go shorter than that. A number 7 is a poodle blade. 3 or 4. 4 is a little bit shorter. 3 is a little bit longer. So we used a 4. We went around the neck here, and always go this way. If you come this way, it's not a crisis, but it's going to be shorter than you want, and then you'll have to do it all backward, and it'll grow out. So 4, and I go from, as soon as I do the neck, I come down the back, I stop at the tail, and I do both sides, here and here. I like to leave just a little bit of fringe here, but not so it's really hanging down. So you kind of want to do against the body here. Be careful of the folds here and here under the armpits because it's easy to catch with a blade. So just be very, very careful how you do that back there. Also, you want to be careful around the back end. So I use the razor here, but when it comes to right around the anus and the vulva, I use scissors and then just trim it short. You want this nice and clean. You also want this clean here, so you can use the scissors to shape that. I will shape the tail. She doesn't have a lot here. A bigger dog would have a big plume, and so you shape that. But I don't shave it ever. I always use scissors only on the legs and do a nice lamb cut. Sorry, the puppies are playing. It's kind of loud. Okay, what I will do is I will round the feet here and here. And then I will go underneath and use my scissors, and I will get that short. Trim the nails. Now this is the most important part of the groom, the face. The face defines the Labradoodle. If you do this wrong, it looks either like a poodle or I don't know what. Sometimes I've seen people, but they really get upset. So what we do with the face is we start with the ears. Now remember, we did the neck. So we start with the ears, and we're taking the shaver and we go down here. And we go down here because we want airflow to the ears. Whenever you're grooming, check the ears. Smell for yeast infections. It's very common. If you get water in the ear, then it can cause a yeast infection. It smells like beer or bread. So smell that. If you've got that, you're going to have to put ear powder in, or you can use an apple cider 50% solution with water in there and to keep it free. If it gets away from you, you have to go to the vet and they will give you something for it. Okay, so that's the ears. Her ears are not that long because she's a puppy, but a lot of times they get really long. That's a pet peeve of mine. I like to round the ears, and you just want to make sure you do it this way first. You lift up and you trim this way. And then you want to do the same ears, and you want to make sure they're even. Now, between the eyes, I have a little shaver that I use, but you can use the scissors. Start here and go up a little bit between the eyes. See that? It's nice and clean. I will also come down a little bit here on either eye. And this is a place where you can clean the eyes every morning. They get a little bit of eye booger there. For the face shape, you don't want to cut above here randomly. What you first want to do is give them some bangs, and then you'll comb it up. I actually didn't do that for her because her hair is still really pretty short. But when the hair is really long, you push it forward and you make a bang. You push it back, and then you trim. You kind of round it. With the muzzle, this to me I think is the most critical part of the face is the round muzzle. You want a round muzzle. So comb it backward and make a circle. Make a circle this way. Comb it forward and make a circle. Now her hair is too short. I didn't do that yet, but it's actually pretty, nice and circular already. but as it grows out, you're going to want to keep it nice and round. There's a little bit of a trick to do the rounding here, because once you round here, sometimes it'll pop up. You'll see that on curlier dogs, it'll pop up. So what you want to do is, after you've gotten it done this way, pull it forward and then trim it so that you can still see the eyes. And then that's it. That's the Labradoodle cut. Hello.